Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart, 31.6k at the moment. Yeah, we can see that Bitcoin is back at the same price level it was before. ADA at 64 cents, which is great for everybody who's bought ADA, yeah. But I don't think yet that this is the sustainable uptrend. But we need to keep the Basel hard fork in mind, of course. So, I mean, this could become something that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. We will see. We will keep track of it. And I'm going to update you, of course, in the ADA video. But for now, Bitcoin, 31.6k. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin, what I want to mention is this down here is a wave 4, in my opinion, as I've mentioned. Yeah, this here was a wave 4 as well. And what we had here, that was in December 21, was a wave 4 as well. They all move very similar. They all moved up after the dip. Yeah, we had a strong dip here, here, and here. Why did we have a strong dip? Because the dip was a wave 3, and a wave 3 is normally the strongest wave. In this case, a very bearish wave. In an uptrend, it would be a very bullish wave. So it came down very strongly, then we recovered in an initial wave up. We came down in a corrective wave down, and we moved up in another overshooting wave to the upside. And that is the pattern we saw here. It's a pattern we saw here, and it's a pattern we see now actually. Here on this chart, I had, what the history was. My view was that we would reach a little bit higher, but when we actually started the downtrend here, my primary expectation became that we already started the downtrend, because after a wave 4 you expect a move down. Now this turned around again, and my primary expectation was invalidated, as we talked about in the previous videos, and I gave you the invalidation point. I then moved it into a triangle pattern, which was the next likely one for me. That was invalidated. So now there's pretty much this option left, which is a WXY pattern, which I think I mentioned before. But again, it is now unfolding now that we invalidated the triangle. And I gave you this target area here in orange for a WXY pattern, which we have now actually reached. And this is between the 38.2% fib level and the 50%. So we looked at that in the previous videos. We had here this fib retracement, and you can see that the wave 4 most likely and usually retraces to this area, which is the area between the 38.2% fib level and the 50% fib level, in this case between 32,140 and 34,212. You know, up or down a few dollars depending on how accurate I draw those fibs. And you can see that we actually reached that. So after we invalidated here this previous triangle, which was invalidated above 31,400 roughly, we moved up and touched that target area. So from that point of view, we could now again consider the minimum requirements of the wave 4 reached, but it could also move a bit higher. So that is what we now need to observe. Seems to have difficulties at the moment, and at the moment there is no sign that the wave 4 has ended. So we can go into the lower level wave count. Actually, the lower level wave count I had in the previous video is still intact, is still working, but I unfortunately took it out of the chart. So let me just put that in again. So after the wave X low, which is actually here. So from here I showed you in the last video an impulsive wave up, and this is still intact. So what we had is, let me just put that on the chart again. We had here a wave A, you know, because a wave Y that we have here, a wave Y consists of 3 waves. So we have a wave A, we have a wave B, and we also have a wave C. And the wave C will end with that wave Y. So the wave A and the wave B is complete. Within the wave B, we have an ABC, so that's fine. I won't put that on the chart now. But then, yeah, what I showed you in the previous video is still pretty much there. So we talked about here, we talked about a wave 1. You know, after the wave B, you start your impulsive wave up in a wave C. A wave C is impulsive, so it's a 5-wave move. So we had here a wave 1, then we had a wave 2. Then we moved up in a wave 3. That was here. Yeah, I told you in the last video that this here was then probably a wave 3. We moved down in a wave 4. That all works well with the fib retracements as well. I think here in this wave 4, it reached just about the 38.2% fib level. And I told you that we can now expect a wave 5 to the upside, and the move up did happen, and it invalidated with that move up that triangle pattern. Yeah, first target would have been here the 31,400, and I told you above that we're going to reach the target area, because if we invalidate the triangle pattern, then with a very high likelihood you're going to touch that target area in the wave 5, and that happened. Wasn't my primary expectation, but happened, and we always need to have different perspectives in mind. That is why there's usually, or there has to be usually, a more bullish and a more bearish wave count. Yeah, this is very important to understand. So we had this wave 4 complete, and now we are moving higher in a wave 5 of wave C. So again, or wave 5 of 5. So you have this wave 5. The question is now, is this wave 5 complete or not? Personally, I don't think it is. The reason is we can still count, we can only count like 3 waves at the moment. So within this, we can count a small wave 1. Yeah, so if I go to the zoom in a bit, we can count a wave 1 in a wave 5. So it seems to be an extended wave 5. We can count a wave 2. We can count a very strong wave 3, usually the strongest wave. We can count a wave 4. I can't really count yet a wave 5. So this is what we're waiting for, that last leg to the upside. Where could that go? We can take a look at that in a minute. So this wave 5 here in green would complete the yellow wave 5 as well, would complete the wave Y, the wave C, and the wave 4. So this is where I would expect at the moment this to land. So what we have, one typical target for a wave Y is the length of the wave W, so 100% of the wave W, and we can do that by using the trend-based Fib extension. We use the length of the wave W, we add it here to the wave X, and one target would be here 34,000 pretty much. That would be one possible target here for the wave Y, and it would be in our target area. So this would match. Anywhere in here the price can go to finish off the wave 4. From the other point of view, I showed you that this is the retracement area with the highest likelihood for a wave 4. So at the moment, yeah, I expect here still a little bit more upside in a wave 5 of 5. Now this will change should we go below, should we go below 30,236. So as soon as we drop below there, actually already, as soon as we drop below the wave 3 high, which is 30,879, that would be one very strong indicator that we are coming down. And another confirmation would be 30,264. In that case, then we would have completed the wave 4, and we are starting the wave 5 to the downside. I'm still waiting at the moment for a lower low, and you can just by looking at the chart, we can at the moment only identify all of this as a 3-wave move, a WXY. We cannot identify here an impulsive wave at the moment. Yeah, very important to understand. Everybody who's been frustrated that the price is now going up, who's waited for lower prices, I can only tell you that it is, in my opinion, still coming down. I think we still make a lower low, but I also explained that everybody needs to decide for themselves, do you want to risk that when should we really get back into an uptrend and you haven't bought, that you will then probably lose out at the lowest percent? Or do you want to just try to buy as low as possible, but then risk that the downtrend isn't over yet? And that is the decision that only you can make for yourself. And that is just what it is, unfortunately. Welcome to the crypto market. Welcome to financial markets. As you will know, and also channel members will know, I started to dollar cost average into Bitcoin already below 40K, and then had various buy orders set below 20K and around the 30K mark, also for altcoins. So everybody who's been following my buy orders on Discord should be prepared for this anyway. There shouldn't be any FOMO, especially with ADA now. Yeah, I think I had a buy order at 55 cents. So, we are now way above that. I think the lowest one wasn't reached. Would need to double check, but in the end, we are prepared for both scenarios, and that is the key of this channel to keep you calm, you know, to avoid FOMO and to help you understand the charts. And I think hopefully it helps a lot of people. The thing is, the problem is if you really wait for those lowest points and then you have those retracements, you start to get FOMO. But these moves are also designed to trick you into buying. You have to keep that in mind, to trick you into buying, and then the price will drop in the end. So again, as always, people say, everybody's now expecting a move down to 22K, including myself. And therefore probably the price is going up. But what I need to tell you, I still think this is a clearly corrective wave now. And we're going to see one more low. I don't think this overall downtrend is over. The overall Elliott Wave count doesn't suggest it. But I outlined the possibility that the low could now be in at any point. You know, we've reached my overall target, which was below 28.6K, the target I've been talking about since November. And because it was reached, the price can turn around at any time. Therefore, I had my DCA order set. Yeah, irrespective of if I expect another low or not, it is important from a certain price level on to just buy if you want to buy, you know, and if you want to buy, that's up to you. But at the moment, this is still looking clearly corrective for me, and we haven't moved back into an impulsive pattern, into an overall impulsive pattern. No, we haven't done that yet. So that's my view here about Bitcoin at the moment. What I hope this won't become, an extended, a really, really extended move up. So, I mean, this is always possible that we really get a massive recovery before we dump once more. And I'm not talking about an all-time high recovery. I'm talking about something that goes up quite a lot, maybe even into the 40K area and then dumps down in a corrective move. And I hope this won't happen. This is, of course, possible. I wouldn't give it a high probability. This is possible. Just talk about it because I had a few questions. The only thing that it would help with is this monthly MACD, which is still a bit of a headache. The MACD line on the monthly is for me still way too high. So in my opinion, this needs to come down lower, and the move down to 20K wouldn't even move it a lot. Of course, an extended correction to the upside and then a major dump would help with that. I just don't hope it will happen because it would just extend all of this into next year and maybe even longer. Now it would certainly be the opportunity for anybody who bought with my buy orders to get rid of some crypto at a higher price. I think that would be another benefit, and to bring that monthly MACD down, because the monthly MACD, which is still so high, I think will struggle really to support massive all-time highs. But that is the only headache that I have really with the Bitcoin chart. It has done what it was supposed to be doing. Yeah, it has come into my larger target area. We have potentially turned around. I don't think we have yet. I would only give it a 20 to 25% that the low is in. I said that before. For now, I still expect lower prices. Yeah, and this is at the moment still a corrective wave. And until this is really invalidated and we get back into an impulse and we can see an impulsive wave, I have to assume that we are coming down once more here. There is a possibility that we move up. I said that before. We've come into the target area, and there we are. You know, there is of course uncertainty. There has to be uncertainty, otherwise we wouldn't be in financial markets. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.